Septemb-Bear. What's going on, everyone? Jeremy Hritz here. Courage pays better than fear trading. Septemb-Bear. I heard somebody say that. I saw that somewhere on like X or somewhere. I don't know. I tried to land it. It didn't come out very well. It's a Diet Coke I'm cracking. It's not a beer. It sounded like one. Anyway, welcome to a new episode of Driven here on this September 2nd, the first trading day in the month of September. What is typically a bearish September. That's refreshing. And I hope you guys are having a nice start to your month. I hope that you had a great Labor Day. It's about little after 2 p.m. right now. The SPX is down about 67 points, well off of its lows today. It was down close to 100 points. And man, seasonality is predictive once again. But remember, if you go back to August, the beginning of August, this prior month, which is a weak month as well, we had that big sell down. Everybody was freaking out. You had that gap down, and then what happened the next couple of days? It filled that gap and went higher, created new all-time high. So there's been a little bit of a contrarian response to seasonality. So we don't want to react and say, oh, well, you know, here we go. We're going to dump. We're going to drop. It's not necessarily the case. But for today, so far, we still have a little over an hour and a half to go. It's looking like we are going to finish red. And as we've been talking about here, folks, this is needed. We need to sell down a bit. You can't just go straight up. You got to have profit taking. You got to pull this back. Some of these companies are so expensive right now. And in order for them to make their next leg up, to move into price discovery, they've got to pull back and create opportunities for people to get in. And your smart money isn't buying at these levels. So this is good. This is good. I don't think it's going to last, though, because I think the bulls are going to come in and push this thing up. I think there's definitely still room to go. What I'd like to see, I've talked about this here for a while, we get some weakness, choppiness in September, a little bit more weakness, choppiness in October, and let's set up for a nice end-of-year rally that starts at the end of October, beginning of November. That's what I'd like to see. So, trades for me today. Snagged a nice day trade on Boeing to start the month profitable, and it was contrarian because I was short to open the day. Was looking for some retracements into the 20 or 50 EMA on the 3-minute, but saw the strength from Boeing after a dump really across the board on everything, was able to ride it up and almost get a full R win. Very close. It was so many green candles. I was like, don't be an idiot. Don't be a hero. Take your profit, move on. And then I did 2 quick scalps, one on UNH, one on Google, and that's it. I'm flat right now. I did open a swing trade in a company that I share with my community, but I'm not sharing that one here. But yeah, so it's a good start to the month for me, starting with the win. And I hope you guys are doing the same. And always too, I always say at the beginning of the month, it's important to just get a feel for the trend, because things can flip and change. And every month has its own personality in terms of what it feels like, how you trade it. And it's best to just take your time, be patient before jumping in to something that you don't have a good feel for, right? So, you know, if you didn't take any trades today, if you stayed on the sidelines, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And look on the bright side, you didn't lose any money, right? You didn't make any money, but you didn't lose any money. So that's not a bad thing. And I would have been on the sidelines too if I didn't see a nice recovery bounce coming in on Boeing. I've been bullish on Boeing for a while now that it's flirting with that 100 SMA on the monthly. And that's why I went long. So we'll see here. We got lots of data that's going to be coming. I've talked about September ad nauseum. I'm not going to go back into, you know, what to expect this month. We've covered that. But I did want to say some videos that I'm going to be working on, and I really haven't put this kind of stuff out there, but I'm I'm going to. I made a decision that I'm going to. And that is actually showing you some figures from trades, because it's one thing to talk about being a profitable trader. It's one thing to, say, do X, Y, and Z, but I want to show you some of my results. So I'm going to share with you a couple videos coming out here probably this month and into October, how I scored a 187% profit in my portfolio and growing my account from this number to a number that I never thought I would. So you have to stay tuned for that. I'm going to go over and do a video on the best trade that I ever had. That is a 6-figure trade, and the first number in that is not a 1. So I'm going to share that with you guys, the psychology behind it, the trade setup. I'm also going to put together the first 6-digit trade I've ever had. I'm putting together a video for that because that was special. So I want to share those with you, and just to and show you the documentation from the broker, so you guys can see the profits of the market are real. But what I'm also going to do too, and you guys have heard me talk about a loss that I took on Netflix calls several years ago, where I was up 115K and pissed it all away because I was an absolute moron. I'm going to put together a video on that because I want to show you. I'm going to show you the brokerage statements, and then a trade where I cashed out early at 13K that would have made 287K. I'm going to put together a video on that one. But I want to start showing you some real world trades because I want you to see what is possible in the markets. So those are coming. I'm really excited about that. Stay tuned. I'm trying to figure the order out how I'm going to do that. But there's abundance in these markets here, folks, and I want you to take advantage of them because it's a beautiful thing. So with that said, man, I still got my Diet Coke sitting here. With that said, I'm going to finish driving home here. I'm going to check in on the markets here. It's 2:23 p.m. Eastern time, see how things are going. Getting ready for my boot camp coming up 15th, 16th, 17th. I hope you'll join me. I'll be giving away cash for you to fund your trading account. So make sure you sign up for that, or if you know somebody who wants to learn how to trade, send them the link. That is in the show notes for this episode of Driven. And if there's something I can help you with, I am here to do that. I love the markets. I'm blessed by the markets with financial abundance. Let me share that with you, and just reach out to me. Just comment on the video and let's connect. So anyway, with honor for the moment, make it a great day. I'll see you back here for the next episode of Driven.